Good afternoon, Darren. It's Tom here at Northwood Cars in Headcorn. As requested, going to do you a brief walk-around video of the blue Mercedes A-Class that we currently have in stock here. So the idea of these videos is to give you the sort of look around the car that you might have if you were physically here in person. So I'm going to be as fussy as I can as far as aesthetics go. So any sort of marks, imperfections or anything, as acceptable as they might be for a car of this age and mileage, I'd rather point them out to you before we make any logistical arrangements. So you may think I'm being a bit harsh at points, but just for your own benefit, basically, just to give you a true representation of exactly what this car is. So what we'll do, we'll look at the wheels and tyres first, move on to the body panels, then do the interior, touch on service history, features and functions and bits and pieces like that. So without further ado, starting at the near side front here, so you can see face of the wheel has got some curb marks around the outside, a few marks to the Mercedes badge here in the centre. We have got a Falcon tyre on the front here, so this is sort of a mid-range tyre, approximately 5.5mm of tread on that tyre, so that's not too far from new. Moving to the near side rear, face of the wheel on the back here is in really nice condition, nothing really to report on there at all, and we're sporting another Falcon tyre matching the one that's at the front, and this one is pretty much new. This is sort of approaching 7mm of tread, so that's not been on the car very long at all. Moving to the offside rear, again, face of the wheel is in really nice condition. We have actually a different tyre on this side, same tread pattern and same amount of tread, but doesn't match exactly in terms of brands, but has the same pattern of tread on it, which is fine. And again, that's not far from new, that tyre. And then last but not least, the offside front. Again, tyre matching the one that's on the other side, again approximately 5.5mm of tread on that one. This one is sort of free from any sort of major curb marks, but does have some lacquer peel just over on this side here, which is just worth noting. Moving on to the bodywork, so if we start at the front here, so you can see the side front bumper corner, free from any damage there. Bonnet is in really good condition. You're going to find the odd sort of small stone chips, so maybe just here, just to point out a couple, just sort of general, commensurate with the age and mileage, but the front bumper itself is in really nice condition. Light lenses are nice and clear, grille is undamaged and all in good condition. Light lens on this side is good as well. Bumper corner on this side is free from any damage too. Front wing on the near side here is in really nice condition, nothing to report on there at all. If we look down the side profile of the car here on the passenger side, you'll see we're free from any ripples, any dents, any signs of any previous repairs. Wing mirror cap on this side also in really nice condition, as is the windscreen. I don't know if this is the original, but we're more or less free of any chips and damage at all on the screen. Front door and rear door on this side both in really nice condition. Nothing to report at all on those, and rear quarter, similar story. We do have one light mark just here on the paint here. I think we can probably polish the majority of this out, to be fair. It looks more like a bush mark than anything else. Rear bumper is in good condition. We've got sort of a few minor marks just down here near the bottom. Again, I think most of this we would probably polish out, and then one little one there. But light lenses again on the back, nice and clear, no condensation. No sort of major loading marks on the edge of the rear bumper here, just a little bit of dirt from where it rained last night. Someone's very kindly stolen the tow and eye cover off the rear, so I've got a new one of those which is going to be arriving in a couple of days. On the bumper corner here again, we've got a few sort of very light marks here, and again I think once we've been over this with the polisher, most of this is going to be removed, but we might retain just a few of these heavier scratches here, so perhaps sort of this one here and the very end of this one here, but we can certainly, I think, get rid of sort of 90% of all of this with a polish. Rear quarter, again really nice condition, nothing to report on there at all. And then if we go to the front here, and again if we look down the side profile of the car from the driver's side here, you'll see again we're free from any ripples, any dents or damage, or any signs of any previous repairs. In fact, if we look really closely, there is one small dent just here, which hopefully that you can just about make that out in the video. Again, just to make you aware, once you step back, it's not really all that noticeable, but worth pointing out. Mirror cap again on this side is in good condition. Side repeater at 2, no signs of any water ingress or condensation in there. And then the front wing on this side is also perfect too. So I think, to summarise wheels and tyres, there is a couple of the wheels that have got a few curb marks and a few imperfections in places. Tyres are all in really good serviceable condition. Tread pattern is nice and even on all of them and matching. And then bodywork wise, the only real bits to report are sort of just some light general scratches, which I think we can polish the majority out of when the car goes in for its final cleaning. So moving to the interior, so in the front, seats are in really nice condition. Passenger side is perfect. Driver's side has got a bit of wear to the side bolster on the driver's seat there. That's fairly normal for these Artico synthetic leathers on a Mercedes of this age. All the interior plastics and buttons and everything are all in good order. Everything's working and functioning correctly. So you've got your Bluetooth with audio streaming, all the settings for the engine and the gearbox. The stereo works as it should, reversing camera, and all the air conditioning is functioning appropriately. Door cards also in really nice condition. And then just a quick look in the back. Same sort of story in the back. Seats in really good condition. You've got ISOFIX points in the back here. Again, backs of the seats too in really nice condition, as are the door cards in the back here. These have a particularly hard wearing interior on a Mercedes A-Class of this age, so there's never really anything to report on these. They don't damage very easily on the interiors. And then in the boots, load cover present and correct. Boot floor needs a bit of a better hoover, apologies for that, but is present and correct. That definitely needs a bit of clean under there, my apologies. Service history wise, we've got a really good full and complete service history for the car. The first 3 during its warranty period were carried out by Mercedes, has then been done independently since then. However, I think within the first 3 years it covered, I think, the best part of 50,000 miles, so it hasn't done an awful lot since 2018. Mileage has remained relatively low for its age. I will upload this video to you, Darren. Have a watch, maybe watch it through twice to make sure there's nothing glaringly obvious that I've missed, and I will wait to hear from you with regards to your thoughts. Thank you, bye.